If you've ever had issues with creating content, you feel that the internet or what to learn is now overwhelming because we have a lot of tools out there to learn to enable you to project your visuals much better, and you feel, oh, this is overwhelming. How can I do this? Where can I start to learn? How can I be able to organize my thoughts and bring it out into one piece? This video is for you because I'm going to provide 3 systematical structures that will enable you to bring out something that is nice without overthinking it and also make you look professional. And all these tools that I'm going to show you is for free. So let's get started. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Amakahi, and in this channel I help beginners to elevate their digital skills online using Canva, AI tools, CRM tools, basically tools that will help you to stay organized, be more productive, create content amazingly. But the whole point to it is that it's going to be simplified so that you can understand it much better. And I must say thank you to my existing beautiful subscribers for staying put, although I have been away for months, and this is to improve my workflow and help me simplify how I create content. Okay, so I am back and I am better, and believe me, you won't have any regret sticking around up to now. So guys, let's get into the main topic, which I call the AI, the CapCut, and the Canva structure. And all these tools are free. They are free. So let's get into showing you how you can use them one after the other to make your workflow easy and also make it to be more productive. Now we're going to start with the first one, which is the AI tool. Okay, now most people use AI for their own personal purpose. AI is not supposed to be for your personal purpose. Well, you can ask it to maybe analyze you or tell you something about yourself that you don't know so that you can understand how to go about it. It's not your personal therapy tool. No, it's not. It's supposed to be for you to plan and organize your thoughts. It's going to help you to bring out things a lot faster. And when you want to create content, it can do a lot of things. Now, the problem that most beginners have is that they try to look advanced before understanding the workflow. When you want to use AI, we have a process, we have a pattern. Okay, so don't think that all these things that are being said, understanding the system, understanding the format and all that to give AI is actually gibberish. No, it's not. Because if you understand the format, you can be able to have a better output. Remember, garbage in brings out garbage out. But then, as a beginner, you don't really have to know all these formats. There are simple ways to use AI that will also help you to bring out or utilize these formats without you actually knowing it. Let me show you how. Now, how I use AI most times is that I can come into the chat box here and type, give me YouTube ideas for beginners creators. Then I will ask for a simple outline. So now this is the normal way to instruct AI to give you something. But if you don't know how to construct your tenses, if you don't know the simple format to use or what to actually say, there's another way to go about it, like the right structures to use or the right formats to add in your tenses. It's very easy. You can copy this sentence and always impute it in whatever thing you do. So now the sentence goes this way. Provide a good prompt that will help generate YouTube topic ideas and outline for beginners creators. Now you can see from the results, this looks much better. The format, when you click on generate, is going to give you the desired result that you should have. Now I want you to know that AI should support your thinking. It should resonate with what you know, like your personal sound, like your personal tune, like your voice sound, like your own personal tune. Okay, it should not always sound robotic. Don't always sound robotic with your write-ups or with your script. Try to add some human vibe in it, okay? And if you follow it this way, believe me, it's going to help you to create a lot of things faster. So I'd like to show you another way you can prompt AI, no matter the AI tool you're using, whether Cloudy, ChatGPT, Gemini. If you add this first sentence, believe me, and add your topic, is going to give you a very good result, even though you are still a newbie in terms of prompting it or commanding AI to generate something for you. All you need to do is just have your idea. And once you have your idea and you're certain about what you want to develop on, believe me, AI will just give you that result way beyond your imagination, because so many people have gone ahead to study prompt engineering, and that is why you can see their results. By their fruits you shall know them. They have amazing content. They use it to create amazing videos, amazing images, amazing write-ups. They use it to manage their business, their brand, their YouTube channel, because of what they know how to prompt. Now, if you don't know how to prompt, it's going to be like it's going to be a waste of time, in fact. But when you use AI to achieve your results, to create or generate that prompt that they know, then you can actually measure up with them. Now, please, when you want to do this, ensure you always start with this sentence. And that is a very simple one, which is act as an expert prompt engineer. All right. Then you can add your niche, graphics designer, or you can add SEO expert, or you can add copywriter, or you can add movie director, or you can add chef, or you can add teacher. Okay, it depends on what you want to write or what you want to develop on. But make sure that you see this complete phrase here, that it is part of your sentence. Okay, because if it is not part of your sentence, it's not going to give you the best of best. Now, I'm going to populate this with how I want it, with the topic and further instructions. So now you can see I said, act as an expert prompt engineer. So here I'm going to make it creator or digital creator, or you can make it social media manager. I will give you a rough idea, and I want you to ask me 2 clarifying questions one by one to narrow down the style, subject, and details. Once I answer, write the perfect, highly detailed prompt. Now, this is all you need. I hope this sentence is clear. Now, once you have this, just send it out, and this is going to generate something for you. And it says, perfect, let's craft something sharp for your social media needs. First question, what is the rough idea? So I'm asking it to act as a prompt engineer based on the topic or the idea I want to give it. So now it's asking me for the idea. So I'm just going to come here and say, develop beginner YouTube topic ideas on using Canva to end. So this is my idea. So once I have this, send it out, and it's going to bring out a result. So let's wait for it. Let's wait for the next thing, which should be a question, except if it understands my topic, because I already have beginner here. So now it says, okay, it's asking me a question. Second question, who is the primary audience for this prompt? Are we targeting complete beginners with no design or tech background, stay-at-home parents, students, side hustlers, or people who already have basic Canva familiarity and want to monetize their existing skills? So I'll just say I am targeting complete. So I will just end up here, just copy this, paste. I am targeting, then send this out. All right, so you can see it says here is your highly detailed prompt. Do you see? It's giving me a highly detailed prompt. It's providing topic, video titles, it wants the prompt to include video titles, core money making method covered, video hooks, simple video outline, beginner reassurance angle. This is a complete package. Ordinarily, if I want to write a prompt, I may not include all these things. All these things may not be there. But this is the need where you need to have AI to do the work for you. Now, once it generates everything you need, all you need to do is just to say generate. You can read the instructions and then ask it to generate. And it's going to provide you with the desired or your desired result. So it says here is a generated output using the prompt. So it's going to bring out lists of ideas, something, way beyond your imagination. So this is exactly how to use this particular type of style to create more better response when you use AI. Like I said, AI should support your thoughts and not replace it. Okay. So now, once you have your plan, you have your script, the next thing for me, the next thing I do is to create thumbnail or maybe cover or maybe depends before I even go straight into the edit. And what I use to achieve this is Canva. Canva is a free tool, and also we have some sessions that are paid. So it depends on your capability. But these days it's not difficult because you can merge with someone. Okay, you can have a group of 3 and make monthly payments, which will not cost you more than 2,000 naira or more than 1,000 naira. So it's affordable. So now how I use Canva is that I can go over to the template section and search for an idea. Okay, most times I try to generate or be creative about things. Most times I copy elements and then embed it into my own type of design. So let's say, for example, I want to create a thumbnail. All right, I can just open my Canva workspace And from the search box, I'm going to type in YouTube thumbnail. Then you can see that we have a variety of ideas, the different thumbnail ideas. So it's there for you to merge things as well. So let me just show you how you can create this awesome thumbnail. Okay. It's a template, but then when you refine it, it's going to look more like what you created using your own creativity. So now the YouTube thumbnail you saw when you clicked this video was actually created in Canva and then amplified using AI. Now I'm going to show you how. Now, if you don't want to use any of these templates, believe me, like I said, ownership is key. I don't believe in coming to Canva to copy the template. These are works of hands, people's work of hands, which you can restyle or remake, okay? But whatever you do, be rest assured that once you add your own title, add your own image, whatever, you can still use AI to amplify. AI is doing almost everything for us. And the beauty about it is that Canva is there to support you because it has editing tools and also has AI tools. You can actually come over to this section here where we have Canva AI to key in your own prompts and it's going to generate thumbnails for you. But then I've tried it and most times I don't like the results. I always like to create my own thing, which I'm going to show you. It's more like a secret hack. And the reason why I'm revealing this to you is so that as a beginner, you will not really have much stress, especially if you have projects to handle. If you follow my method, it's going to be very easy for you to create your own thumbnail for yourself and also for your clients, because that is exactly what I do. So now I'm going to come over to this create a blank YouTube thumbnail. So once you select this, it's going to bring out an empty white canvas. So ordinarily the default template or the color templates we have is white. So if you want to change this color to any desired color, you select it, come over to this section and then click on black. I want to change it to black, but this is going to be slightly off black. Just this. It's not going to be a complete black, but I prefer 1C, 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 or I can just make it 15, 15. So I like this black. Okay. So once you impute it this way, as a beginner, if you don't know how to go about the basic step of Canva, there's a course on Telegram, which I created months ago. Some of them are outdated, but you can actually pick up from there and learn one or two things. So if you want to sign up in the Telegram, please check the description and sign up immediately. Just go to the Telegram page and then join the class. It's actually free. So you can learn the basics of how to use Canva to create a lot of things. Believe me, it's amazing. So let's proceed. Now, once you change the background color, the next thing we're going to do is to begin to add the necessary elements inside this particular workspace. Now, every design you see is made up of images, lines, designs, text, in a lot of things, okay? So we're going to start with adding a grid line. Now, in Canva Workspace, if you want to import an image, graphics image, whatever image, is either you come from the element or go to the element section or you go to the photo section. But basically, I always like to go to the element section because it's going to give me a combination of different aspects of things. For example, if I type in, you can see that it gives me categories of different things that I need. So you can see that I have the frame, I have videos, I have the graphics, I have the photos, okay, I have the shapes. So we have different options, different varieties of based on what I typed in here. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I don't want this video to be long. I already have what I want to use, which is this. And the name here is grid. Just grid. Type in grid. Okay, let me show you how. If you come here and type grid, let me put so I don't think there is another thing to it. Okay, you see it. Do you see it? Grid. So I'm just going to select, which is still the same thing with the one I've used recently. So now this is the grid. I'm going to expand it, but I don't want it to cover completely the whole page. I want to leave some space at the top. Okay. Now, once this is done, I'm going to bring in a green blur. We have white blur, we have pink blur, we have purple blur. Here, you can find basically anything you want. This element section is more like a library of visuals. If you have the imagination, mere looking at a design, okay, and you want to know the exact elements used, or maybe you're thinking that they could have used this particular thing, just come over to this search box, type it in, and it's going to bring it out immediately for you. Easy peasy. Now, I forgot to mention, please, that most times, if you don't find any inspiring design in Canva, Pinterest does a lot. You can type in Pinterest, open it up, and then type in YouTube thumbnail. So you can see where my inspiration comes from. This particular design. This is awesome. And one thing I love about Pinterest is that it gives you background as well. So you can see that we have this lovely background. We have this. I don't even need to create all these things I'm doing manually. Okay, I can just right click and download this free of charge, upload it into Canva, add my image, add the necessary things I need. Easy peasy. It's still very possible for me to download this particular image and use a particular feature in Canva to remove this person and replace it with my own, remove the text just as it is, but I can just change the text, change everything here, change the image, leave the icons or still remove the icons, which I'm going to show you in the next video. So meanwhile, I'm just showing you easy ways you can do things that will make you to be more productive. All right. So here is the idea behind the thumbnail I am creating. Now, once I have this like this, I'm going to now come over here and type in green blur, but I already have it. So I'm just going to come to this section and pick it up. So this is it. I'm going to expand on this, make sure that it covers up all, that's the square box. Let it cover like this. Now I'll bring in one more blur, but this is not green blur. This is called gradient blur. So it's still part of the blur family. So I'm going to just reposition it, kind of expand it. Okay, let it just cover it up like this. So this is good. Now, lest I forget, before adding this blur, I would have added this grid line so that it can lap up with this other one. So I want to make this grid line white. Okay, but this white is too shouty. I'll reduce the transparency. Okay, this way. Now I can bring back my blur family back to where it was before. All right, so this is it. Let me expand on this to cover it up well. And then bring in this one. Let me reduce this. So I want this grid line to be at the top here. All right, so this is actually what I am driving towards. Now our background is ready. Most designs you see have different things that goes on in the background before they complete it. So designs are really amazing. Any good design you see is a great work of art. Okay, so now we're done with the background. The next thing is to bring in my image before I bring in the icons and whatnot. Now for this image here, I'm going to show you how I generated it. I didn't go to any studio to snap any picture. No, I used AI to achieve everything from using the mobile phone to the expression to my hairstyle to my dressing. So I'm going to show you how I achieved this. Now, let me go back to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a good one to use because it helps you to retain your face. Gemini is also good, but you need to have the pro version times. Most times it doesn't really give you the exact how your image should be like. So in order not for us to waste time on Gemini, I prefer to use ChatGPT. Now, all you need to do is to upload 2 reference images. So you can see I have image 1, I have image 2, and I have my prompt here. Do you see it? So the prompt goes, generate an image of me holding up a smartphone pointing to the interface of the smartphone screen, displaying a clean, modern, white canvas style user interface. The interface features crisp blue and green bar charts and bold readable text that shows how using Canva and AI to make more sales. So you can see that this is a good one. Now, I want you to pay more attention. You can see what I'm putting on here. I'm wearing a yellow outfit or a yellow top, and here is a black top, and my hair, this one is braided. I'm actually on crochet here, and this one is the wig. All right. But then look at towards here. I said, change my hairstyle. Nice color top, a smile on the face or not. Just as simple as that. And I sent this prompt. Now, this is the result of it. Is this not amazing? This is amazing. It tried to keep my face. Yes, it used the first reference, not the second, but this is very, very good. It did a good job. So you can see that it brings out nice interface, me holding a phone and pointing to it and all that. What you need to do once you get to this level, you right click and download, come back to Canva and re-upload it. Come to upload and then go to upload files and re-upload that particular image that you downloaded, which should be saved up in your PC. To bring this into the workspace, remove the background. You don't need the background. Okay, so now the background remover has completed. I'm just going to expand on this, zoom it in, and then reposition it well. Okay, positioning matters in design. If you're going to be anything SEO expert, branding, into branding, even video editing, you should know a little bit of graphics so that you can understand how to add colors where necessary, merge colors where necessary, remove colors where necessary, and reposition things where necessary, because all this makes up your design. So now I have this. This is good, right? This is very good. Now I'm going to add the other context, that is the icons and whatnot. So if you come over to the element section, which is still the place I love to be, you can see I have the Canva logo. I'll just bring it, reposition it at the top here. I want it to be here. So I'm just going to reduce this a little bit, reposition it here. Then I'll bring ChatGPT icon. So do you see? All right, but looking at the original one we have, there is a white background on it. And now in order to achieve this, if you go to elements here and type ChatGPT logo, we may not get exact thing that we need. Now, the whole idea to this, if you want to get logos of different companies, you can go to apps and type in brand fetch. Brand fetch. So if you open up brand fetch, you can type in ChatGPT logo and it's going to bring out a logo for you. And that way you can now use the logo. All right. You can use this corner rounding to round it up like this. Easy peasy. Now we're through with this. Now the next thing we're going to do right now, let me increase this a little bit. All right. So now the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to create this amazing number 3. So you can see that behind it looks like something shiny, something glowing, and it looks more like 3D. So let's go into it and let me show you how to achieve that. So just type in the letter T, which is going to bring the shortcut version where you can add text. So I'll type the 3, increase it, choose the fonts. I want to use Poppins for this. All right, I'll embolden it, change the color to white, go over to effect, use neon. So this neon gives it the shiny, more like a bulb outlook. I'll duplicate this, superimpose it, go back to effects and choose outline. Okay, so I'm going to choose the black color for this and reduce, let me reduce the thickness of this. So do you see? I've reduced it. Now I want to change the color. Instead of having white behind it and another white in front of it, let me use this color here. Okay, it's called gradient colors. So you can use any of this. We have different gradient colors to use. So I'm going to use this or this, whichever. So you can see that this makes sense. So I can reduce this a little bit, okay, so that there can be more like it looking like 3D 3. So this is it. This is exactly how I achieved the number 3. Okay. Now, the last but not the least thing to add is this money, that's the Naira notes, okay, which I already have here. You can just type Naira notes and it brings out different options for you. So let me go to recently used and I have it here. So I'm going to remove the background of this Naira notes and then reposition it, duplicate, spread it across. So, okay. So this is actually this is what I'm trying to achieve. So if you can get 2 million naira for 2 clients using Canva and AI, it's achievable. I've achieved it. It's not a joke. It's not something I will say, oh, it's not possible. This is very possible. Now I am true with my design. Now, ordinarily, you can use this as a thumbnail. This is good. But if you want to amplify it using Canva, all right, what you need to do is to download this particular design. So I will go over to share, then download. Please download under PNG. Under PNG, select PNG. Please ensure that you do not select transparent background because I want the background to come up. All right. So just select PNG and then download. Once you download it, come back to ChatGPT. Okay. ChatGPT. Now upload the image. So you can see that this is uploaded. We've uploaded it. Then add a prompt. Now the prompt goes this way: enhance the existing layout.
retain the exact position and pose of the subject from the reference image, and elevate the overall design with sharp studio lighting, higher resolution details, and a polished corporate aesthetic. So this is good, right? Now look at the amazing results we have here afterwards. So do you see why it is good to know how to do one or two things like design in Canva, and then you can use AI to amplify? Most times AI may not give you 100% thing you need. Like here, it's giving me the dollar notes, which I don't need. And this mug here, is it necessary? Okay, it's okay. But this dollar note is not needed. But you can see here, it gives me Naira notes. This is 1,000 Naira notes, which is good, which is realistic for my audience. But these dollar notes is not given. But sort of, I like the hairstyle. I love my face. I just love this particular one, okay? I love everything here. Now, another way you can do it, like I said, I'll be showing you how to compartmentalize or remove the different categories used to create a design, and then replace it with your own text, with your own images, okay? Now, if you download this image and go over to Canva, upload it, all right? And then there's a feature I'll be showing you, that should be in the next video. It's going to help you edit an existing design. So what I mean by this is that I can come over to this design. You can see this design here. I can download this design, upload it in Canva. I can decide to take away this image, edit the text, and that is it. It works for me. So Canva is really doing amazing if you know how to go about it. All right. So that is all there is to know about amplifying your thumbnail using ChatGPT. So which would you go for? This or this? I like this. Both of them, they are nice, right? Anyway, I hope you understand. So please, if you achieve yours, please drop in the comment section that you did yours and share your experience or your challenge as well so that I can respond. Now, let's move to the next one, which is CapCut.
All right, so you can see that is how it goes. And one thing I love about Canva is that it helps me a lot to keep things simple, to maintain brand consistency, to have inspiration ideas from templates, to also generate thoughts. It's doing a lot of things. Canva has a lot of features. You can use the AI feature. You can use a lot of apps integrated inside Canva to make it even easy for you to post all over your social media platform. You can even use the email feature to reach out to customers. So Canva, when you keep it simple, organize your files inside folder, it's going to help you a lot to improve productivity. And when you improve productivity, it means that you're improving your content delivery. Now, the next one and the final one is CapCut. A lot of people have issues with CapCut, but if you go over to TikTok, we have a lot of content creators explaining and demystifying ways you can use CapCut. Yes. I learned a lot of this from them, and from there I improved and added my own creativity. One thing about different video ideas you see, ads that you see, is that each of them incorporates their own creativity. Now that is why the problem is, if you're not creative enough, you will just resort to doing generic stuff, or you will not really, I don't know how to say it. But then if you have your own creativity, believe me, it's going to make a whole lot difference when you have your own ads. I've used CapCut to generate tons and tons of videos. It has given me a lot of gigs, more than what I actually do. And honestly, I can't thank the developers for creating and making it simple. Initially, I used Adobe Premiere Pro, but comparing Adobe Premiere Pro and CapCut, CapCut is actually slaying. So apart from the AI features embedded that you can use to convert your static photo into a talking photo, you can have clean cuts in CapCut. You can use zoom in effects for emphasis sake. You can use on-screen captions. You can use light background and touch up effects to brighten your videos. And most times using some, we have other editing tools there, but I find it easy to use CapCut. Now, my advice is that when you want to learn any software editing tools, please, you can learn like 3 of them and not one. So the main reason for doing this is that if you have one is down, let's say maybe it's having any bug or something, you can just switch over to the next one, okay? So I use Adobe Premiere Pro, I use CapCut, and I use InShot. So but CapCut still remains, let me not choose, but these are good editing features that you should know. And for me, I like to keep my videos simple and direct so that people can understand me. My background music is always low. I use minimal subtitles, zoom in effects, and nice clean cut to maintain attention, maintain the purpose of creating a video and not to divert attention. All right. So let me show you how to at least achieve one or two things in CapCut.
All right, so we are here in CapCut. So I'm going to select create a project. Then this is going to bring us to the interface. Now, if you don't know how or what this represents, with time, I'm going to explain all this. But for now, I want to show you how to create clean cuts using a particular feature in CapCut, how to add zoom in effects, and also necessary things you need to know when creating or editing a video in CapCut. So right now we have an existing video here. And once you import it, you have to bring it into the timeline. So now you can see that we have the video itself. Now, most times when recording a video, there are mistakes made or maybe empty pauses or gaps or filters. Instead of, editing it manually or trying to identify the gaps or the filler gaps, there's a particular feature you can use, which is called the transcript. So if you select this transcript, it's going to identify the gaps, where you have the gaps, where you have the ums and ems, and remove it automatically. Okay. But you just have to wait some time for it to complete. So let's give it some time. All right, so now you can see it has identified the spots, and once it does, you can now instruct it to remove the filler words. So once it removes the filler words, this is going to be a smooth transition. But nevertheless, it's still very important for you to go through your video to identify where there is maybe it skipped one thing, and then you can just readjust accordingly. All right. Now, before you do this, ensure that you remove or enhance your audio or your voice. Once you enhance your voice, you can now select the feature and then remove the filler words. Now, another way to use or add zoom effects, for example, if you want to highlight a particular aspect of thing in your video, okay? So let's say maybe I want to highlight, let me go over to this, okay, inside here. So if I want to highlight this particular video, like this aspect of this video, okay, you need to use what we call keyframes. Keyframes. But when using the desktop version, you have to come to the transform version. But on your mobile phone, it is selected here. Okay, this is where you have to go to. You select it and then you can readjust your video. So this enables you to adjust and readjust to your video format or dimension. So if I want to highlight this particular face, select the first one, which is transform. Okay, ensure that you have the original position and then move away a little bit seconds apart and then use the scale to increase. So you can see that this is well adjusted. Let me readjust it once again. So I want to move it to the right. So I'll just move it to the side, increase it some more. All right. So you can see that we have zoomed in on this particular frame. Very nice. Now, there are other things we can explore on CapCut, but due to time, I'm just going to wrap it up and tell you that the most important thing to do once you come up into this space is ensure you select your aspect ratio. If selecting new project is not enough, ensure you select the right format. So you can see the 16:9 should be the right format and it wasn't selected. So ensure you tick it or you can tick your 9:16 dimension, whichever one that suits you. So once you select it, okay, ensure they match your project settings to the exact frame rate. All right. Now ensure you trim and simply clean. I've showed you how to clean or trim automatically by using the transcript feature. Now, if you're using a mobile phone, don't forget to remove the end logo. CapCut automatically adds a default logo clip at the very end of your time frame. So always remember to select and delete it manually before exporting. Okay. Now, please, I also want to say that you should leverage video overlays. Like in using desktop, you can add your overlays underneath, above. That is where overlays are situated, above. So it is very important because it adds sort of uniqueness in your video. And also you can generate your auto captions if need be. Coming to this section where we have the audio, where we have the text. If you come about to where we have the text, you see where we have auto captions. Now it's going to automatically generate the auto captions or words used in your video. Now don't forget to cross check your words for spellings and errors because most times AI may not identify some words, some spoken words. You understand what I mean, right? Now, when creating videos as well, ensure that you don't overuse effects. Now, if you come to CapCut, we have effects, all right? There are different ways you can combine effects. You can combine effects with a transition. You can combine effects with another effect. You can have more than 2 effects. This brings out the uniqueness of your video. All right. And also try to balance your audio levels and lower your background music. I made a mistake once when I created my last video. I think the background music was way, way higher than my own voice. So these are things that you need to watch out for when creating your. But CapCut, I believe CapCut should be one of the best video editing tool for beginners. Okay. If you cannot use InShot, CapCut is also good. All right. And if you can use CapCut, you can also use Adobe Premiere. I hope with these little tips, you can get started to create your content amazingly today using Canva and AI smoothly.
And basically, that is actually the 3 systematical structures that will enable you to get started creating content for your YouTube channel. Years ago when I started, I had this issue, but along the line, I learned a lot of things. And like I said, life or whatever you do is all about learning. If you keep learning, you always improve. The mistake I made was not posting consistently, and that is why it seems, oh, I didn't move an inch. But right now, I am here to stay, and I have a lot of things to show you guys that will improve your content creation, that will improve your efficiency, your productivity, and help you stay organized from cradle steps and ensure that you understand everything that you need to understand using these digital tools to improve your own productivity and bring your thoughts to life. And with these steps, I hope you will get started with it. Now, for those of you watching me for the first time, please ensure you subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of things I'll be bringing to you guys that will improve your productivity and efficiency as well. So guys, that is all from me. I hope you enjoyed every bit of this video. And if you did, channel leave a comment. Tell me what you would like to learn, especially as a beginner, something that feels confusing out there that you want me to simplify and bring to this channel. That will really help me a lot to understand what to do and how to help you guys. So guys, that is it from me. And thank you so much for watching to this very point. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.